Some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Palo Alto, California, the farm and the home of the Stanford Cardinal. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the USC Trojans, taking on a team from the American, the Stanford Cardinal. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Stanford ready to kick it away to start this game. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Direct snap. Oh, better look out. He has the first and still on his feet. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Past the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Southern Cal. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They go to the ground. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Guys, let's take a big picture view of Stanford. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and then they'll get themselves into those rankings.
They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Right back to it. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Stanford at the line, needing to convert on third and short. Using his feet to buy time. The defense sort of herds this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage, and he'll take the loss.
Really impressed with how this team has seized momentum here, playing on the road in this hostile environment. Their offense gets it first. They march down the field. They put up some points. And here's the defense now on their first drive, getting it.
Hauls it in, the first down and more. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Guys, let's talk just for a second about Stanford. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Quarterback making adjustments. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Snagged out of the air. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Fires to the tight end. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Stanford now has it in the red zone. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Starts the drive trying to go up top. It's complete on the right side. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Trojans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. The Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just run.
And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And you will always remember your first, and how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Dances away to buy time. He gets it down to the 36 before being knocked out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Cardinal can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. Back to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Zings it complete to the right. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Stanford!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take the touchback. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Steps away to find some room. He gambles and throws one all the way back to the left.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? They'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And the Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Going over the top. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the 1st down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Hit as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the 1st down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
And that adds to a successful day. 100 yards rushing on the day. That's what you strive for. Usually when you hit that 100-yard mark, A lot of times you're saying my offense is going to win, my team is going to win. He's at the 100-yard mark, so that's a good thing for the offense.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Complete in the middle. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Trojans will line it up on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. To the air on 1st down. Here's a heat. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use his speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save a hit and just get out of bounds.
Give him 114 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. And the Trojans kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
A nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on 1st and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the good tackle, forcing 2nd down and goal.
Find his big tight end. They'd really rather not have to settle for 3. It's 3rd and goal from the 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Back's looking for the goal line. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Nice job by the defense there. They knew coming into this one, this running back was dangerous catching the football, so really good job getting him down.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, USC!
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball.
Breaks into the open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Lets it fly. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Wants to throw on 1st down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Looking to go up top and time's running out in the half. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Man, if I'm the offensive line, I got to do a better job initially protecting my quarterback. And then once he scrambles out of that pocket and starts to go to the left, I got to stick with the play because then he gets whacked at the end of the play. And instead of helping my quarterback up, I got to make sure I protect him a lot better moving forward.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Three straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Working that left side now. He's knocked out of bounds, and he still had a long way to go, and it'll be a turnover on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They'll send the back in motion. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Going for the big play. He's got it on the outside. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Fires left. Makes a connection.
And that's what we players call a 7 route. That receiver ran it beautiful.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Now on the option. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got the tight end. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
Man, just find ways to find the big fellas. Those big tight ends are huge targets for the quarterbacks. The throws are usually in between the numbers. That makes it pretty easy. Usually sure-handed guys like that just come across the field, make plays for you.
Looking to throw on first down. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Trojans will kick it away to crank up the second half. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
Buys a little time with his feet. He'll get rid of it. Another incompletion on third down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. This offense has it with really good field position. Pulls it and fires to the left. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
On the option. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
And the Trojans with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing. Down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical, and this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
Flushed out of the pocket. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
It's complete to the right. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Still looking, on the move. Going to try to get it himself. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Quickly to the tight end. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down.
Third down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out and get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. Fourth down now upcoming.
That's caught. It's Wiggins. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
It's a turnover on down.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Nice job by the QB sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. They're not only ready to fight on, they're ready to deliver knockout punches with plays like that.
Yeah, they typically are, and it's typically Hollywood scripts, right? Just beautiful playmakers, big bodies, fast bodies, that highlight the famous celebrity quarterbacks. That's just what USC does.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Trojans. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off-play action on first down. Quickly complete. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Here's the handoff. Still on his feet at the 45. All by himself down the middle. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Wants to adjust the pattern. From the red zone, looking for a man. Hauls it in. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
And that's the advantage of being a big wide receiver because now you're a big target. And on these slant routes, you don't have to run the perfect route, but you can use your size and your physicality.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Cardinal! If you want to know how to reach this guy, just send his mail to the end zone. That's where he lives.
He definitely is today. And I think the defense has to be getting a little sick and tired of the same guy beating him time and time again.
USC 31, Stanford 21.
Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got the back in the middle.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Second down, he'll throw it. Looking to buy time. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. He is a menace rushing the passer career.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
Turning it on. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
By the receiver.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Going for it all. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the defense.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Got his man on the right. He'll come through on third down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
This quarterback is making outstanding decisions so far in this game, and you've already seen it throwing the football. The guy already has over 200 yards passing, but he's doing it in the running game as well. Really good decision that time. Seeing nobody accounting for the pitch guy, you flip it out, you pick up a nice play offensively. Really good football IQ from the quarterback position. Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
After getting nothing on the last play, will they try to run it in from the 2 on third down? This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. They'll go with a direct snap. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Addison. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Makes the grab on the left. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. Now inside, 1st and 10 from the 18. Wants to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
To the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab. Touchdown, USC. And the beatdown has ensued.
Yeah, and how about this offense, man, putting another drive together, getting in the end zone. And here's the handling these conditions in game 1, they've done a phenomenal job.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellows, we don't get a ton of top 5 matchups, so let's check out how today's Rumble played out. Oregon delivered maybe its most thorough thumping in years in a game that featured a ton of big plays, not unlike the way LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, and Jonathan Stewart used to do it. Gonna be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other could have a case for the #1 spot in America.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
And this defense has done such a great job. Another sack on the day. They forced an interception. They've been flying all over the field playing great defense.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Trying to make magic with his feet. Tackled there by the defense.
This quarterback showing a lot of resiliency here on this drive because 1st down he got sacked, 2nd in California, he's able to scramble, and while he didn't get the 1st down, he's able to get a little bit of it back, and he's made this 3rd down manageable now. Let's see if he can make another play here and keep his offense on the field.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably will, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long, so they'll keep running.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Under fire. Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on 4th down.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. If backups are on the field, they get an opportunity to run your playbook, so let him do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop you. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. And I got to be honest, I like it.
The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. He's taking a deep shot. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from. You're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
On the move, he fires. Working on the right. There he goes. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Stanford.
After this, it'll be a wrap. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Buying some time. Inside the 30. That will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first